We're doing this again on the fly. Spring is apparently sprung over here at Mixtapes and Mistakes. Doing another one of these cover songs. This one I did not expect to be doing. I'm covering Slow Hand, well, talking about Slow Hand by the Pointer Sisters with an undiscovered cover of this song by Conway Twitty. Okay, so for people of a certain age, this is going to be like a deep throwback. And I'm going to start actually from the end of this story. So I guess it was about 86 or 87. And there's some other commercials that are earlier than that. I remember, what was it? I'm almost sure I'm getting the name of the company wrong, but I think it was Wrangler Jeans that used Natural Woman. And there's a couple of other in the late to mid 80s that products that used contemporary-ish hit songs as in commercials. It's not like today where it's kind of obnoxious, where it's just like the Ozempic commercial or just about name a commercial. Some Black Rock has just put somebody's song that they own in a commercial, and it's annoying because it's. I agree. Part of this is perspective. So as a kid, you don't really notice commercials that often, like unless it's a good commercial or it's in a show you watch a lot. As an adult, you notice commercials really because you spend more money. Like, you actually go to the store to look for the products that you see on the commercials. That only happens for kids on Saturday morning. Well, the end of this story is the Schick commercial. Schick, the razor blade company, that does the you use on your head, you use on your face, Well, I guess it was 86 or 87. And if I can find the clip for it, I'm going to put it in the description box of this video. The razor blade company Schick had the Slow Hand commercial, and they used the Pointer Sisters version. The interesting thing about that is the author of that song, John Bettis, who also wrote the several words to several Carpenter songs. This is all coming from Song Facts, by the way. He wrote Goodbye to Love. He also wrote Whitney Houston's One Moment in Time. And what he talked about was that it was, quote, a thorny issue for industry veterans and artists who turned up their noses at selling out. He was like, quote, in a way, it's the ultimate compliment. It's like your song is part of the culture, and it's so recognizable as that kind of celebrity. So as long as those commercials are tasteful, and I think the Schick is one, it's fine, he told Bad Magazine, but he warned there's a catch. If you allow the song to be used in a commercial, you're cutting off any immediate follow-up cover possibilities. For instance, Slow Hand was a number 2 hit for the Pointers, but a year later, Conway Twitty recorded it and had a number 1 country hit. Had I allowed it to be used in a commercial right after the Pointers had a hit with it, Twitty would have never covered it. So you have to be careful, unquote. So the Pointer Sisters came out with this song in 1982. It charted, 1981. It charted number 10 in the UK and number 2 on Billboard's Top 100 here in the United States, behind Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. It's on their album Black and White, and it's the video, once again, for a lot of some of the stuff I've been doing research on. I don't know that you could get some of these videos even shot today. So the Pointer Sisters video, it's all 3 of them on this bearskin rug with the fire in the background. The rugs, the whole thing spins. And the interesting thing about it is that the camera placement's on their faces and they're doing the song. And what makes the song interesting to me is this. So it's three strong females doing a great harmony uh, behind Anita Pointer doing the lead vocals on it, and it's a woman's point of view on, you go out to dinner and you come home, and this is the woman's point of view. In to me, and it's only because I've gone back and started listening to it. So like, in a way, it's almost a clapback's the wrong word. It's almost an answer to any good Isley Brothers song. Is this song? It's like, from the woman's point of view, she's like, these are the things I'm looking for in a man who's gonna, spend time with me like that. And listening to it today, as part of the research for this video, the other thing I thought that was interesting about it is that there's a definite, you can tell where the sound changed as far as, so like early 80s pop music still came off with kind of a disco tinge to it. It's a lot of like, Casio is the name brand, it's the wrong even word for it, but it sounds tinny. Like it's a weird kind of, like you could have played this song on a keyboard that you got as a kid in the 80s, is the way it kind of sounds. And I think I think it's because of the way it's mixed. And I think it's because it's the quality of the video I listen to be perfectly honest with you. I was trying to find a better quality video when I put it in the description box, but it's got like an easy beat to it. It's got that catchy hook, I want a man with a slow hand. That works. Now here's where a great lyric translates to, it doesn't matter what genre you put it in. If it's a good song, it's a good song. So when Conway Twitty covers it, what I'm reminded by going back and listening to his version is, country in, and I noticed it when I was a small child, and I noticed it now as an adult going back and listening to it. But there was a point in country, Barbara Mandrell has a song called I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool. And what I remember thinking about as a small child, that a lot of the songs I would hear growing up sounded the same in the way that there was a definite theme to the way they sounded. So like when disco hit before they killed it at the end of the decade, then that happened when I was like 4 or 5. I think the Shea Stadium thing happened when I was 4 or 5. That's 78. Everything had a little bit of that sound to it. That, like, it's one of the disco, when disco's influence in other genres is not something that you can describe. It's like you literally, it's like the Supreme Court version of pornography. Like, you just know it when you hear it. You know that this has a disco influence to it when it really shouldn't. And Conway Twitty's version of Slow Hand has that theme to it. The other interesting thing about it is that it's also sung from a male's point of view. So it's, I'm the man with the slow hand. It makes for an interesting song. Number 1 hit. It's the number 1 country hit. And this is like, decades before pop country happens. Like it's only like, say, when you start going back and looking at it and you go, oh, and I remember, let me tell you to wrap this up, to pull the tugboat back to the beginning of this video. I remember now the commercial far better than I remember the two songs I just talked about. And that's the power of good marketing and power of good commercial. I remember that, and the Natural Woman thing. I remember that way more than the song. I don't know if somebody's covered the song yet. I think actually somebody has covered the song. We'll check it out. But that's That's Slow Hand over here at Mixtapes and Mistakes. If you find another couple songs you think that someone covered that I ought to take a look at and analyze, drop a link in the chat portion that's underneath this video. It's going to be down there. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to try to keep this rolling. All right, happy springtime.